Annie Denver has been mostly unknown outside of her role as songwriter of John Denver's iconic love ballad, Annie's Song, for quite some time. Was the unassuming inspiration, the voice behind the song, who shied away from discussing their private romance in public. Annie has decided to finally speak up, despite the fact that she is 78 years old. Annie is speaking at this very moment. For what reason? Was an affair involved? Who was the man who sang her name to the globe? And what transpired between them? The truth behind their lauded love story, the intricacies of living with a world-renowned superstar, and her personal hardships were all laid bare. It was stunning and incredibly honest to hear this truth. It has the potential to alter your opinion of these two famous people. In the middle of Minnesota, on January 10, 1946, Annie Martel came into this world. The peaceful and traditional Midwest, with its humble lifestyle and emphasis on family, religion, and community, had a profound impact on her formative years. Natural wonders such as forests, lakes, and snowy winters were always there for Annie to enjoy as a child. Her early years were formative for the peaceful power and serenity that would accompany her throughout her life. Although she had no desire for stardom or attention, her life took a dramatic change when she met a young man whose career would propel him to renown on a global scale. John Denver, whose real name was Henry John Duckendorf, Jr., was that man. Their first meeting was far from the glamorous Hollywood affair that would come to characterize their relationship. They had a closer, more genuine, intimate, and respectful relationship based on warmth and mutual respect. John had just begun his music career when he met Annie. He was still attempting to establish himself. He hadn't yet become the internationally renowned folk singer whose sweet tenor voice and soulful lyrics made him a chart topper. There was an irresistible quality to his aura even back then, and Annie was captivated by him because of her steady demeanor. The rapid progress of their relationship is evidence of how strong their bond is. The couple wed on June 9, 1967, following a short courtship. Their marriage was the first chapter in a love affair that would go down in music history books. John was not yet famous, but he was deeply committed to his music and inspired by his imagination, driven to achieve their goals. Being by his side, Annie became a subtle but significant force in his life, providing him with emotional support and encouragement. She was more than just an observer, a wife. During a time of profound creative aspiration and personal development, she served as his emotional rock. Annie and John lived in a number of locations after being married, including Edina, Minnesota, and Chicago. They started their life together in the late 60s and early 70s, when John was still establishing himself as a musician and they lived cheaply. Those were the early years of a very modest lifestyle. Long hours, frequent travel, and hard work were the ingredients for success. Despite all the difficulties, there was also joy, laughter,